Chapter 1. Arjun Khanna adjusted the cuffs of his custom-tailored tuxedo. A forced smile pinned firmly on his lips as he scanned the opulent ballroom. Chandeliers dripping with crystals cast delicate prisms across the gathering of Mumbai's elite, illuminating a scene of quiet elegance and masked rivalries. Tonight was important, a strategic milestone marking the merger of Khanna Constructions and Meta Builders, two giants becoming one colossal force. Arjun's father had made it clear. Any misstep would be catastrophic. He navigated the crowd with practiced ease, exchanging polite greetings and firm handshakes, every gesture calculated to reinforce his image as the heir apparent. His father's voice echoed in his head. Always poised, always precise. Lost momentarily in his thoughts, Arjun's gaze settled on a woman across the room. Her black silk sari gleamed softly under the lights, its understated elegance a contrast to the glittering excess around her. Something about her immediately drew his attention. The intense determination in her posture, the guarded expression in her eyes. Her gaze flickered around furtively, and for an inexplicable reason, suspicion stirred in Arjun's mind. He watched discreetly as she approached Minister Rajiv Gupta and a cluster of influential men from the city's political circle. The group had retreated to a semi-secluded corner, their animated whispers contrasting starkly with the gentle hum of polite party conversation elsewhere. Interesting, Arjun muttered to himself, curiosity piqued. His father had warned him repeatedly about potential sabotage from competitors. Could this woman be part of some sinister plan? She turned slightly, and he caught sight of her face clearly for the first time. Sharp, intelligent eyes, a stubborn tilt to her chin, defiance embodied in elegance. Recognition sparked. Avni Mehra, the fiery journalist whose name appeared more often in controversial exposés than celebratory society pages. Instantly alarmed, Arjun's instincts surged. A journalist at this sensitive event meant trouble. One misinterpreted quote, one maliciously edited clip could destroy everything. He couldn't let that happen. Avni subtly adjusted her sari's pallu, angling her clutch to better capture the clandestine conversation happening mere feet away from her. Unbeknownst to anyone, she was close to uncovering a political scandal that would dominate headlines for months. Arjun made his decision quickly, striding toward her through the oblivious guests, heart pounding with adrenaline. "Ms. Mehra," he said sharply, startling Avni and the men she'd been recording. Avni spun to face him, eyes wide with surprise and irritation. The politicians abruptly ceased speaking, turning suspicious eyes towards her. "Excuse me," Avni replied curtly, struggling to mask her irritation beneath a facade of polite confusion. "Whatever your intentions here, this isn't the place," Arjun snapped, frustration evident in his voice. The quiet urgency and anger in his tone only deepened her irritation. "I don't think we've been introduced," Avni retorted coolly, hoping to regain control of the rapidly deteriorating situation. She took a small step back, desperately attempting to salvage the recording. "I know exactly who you are," Arjun continued, his voice low but intense. "This isn't your arena, Ms. Mehra. My family's business isn't fodder for your latest scoop." Avni stiffened, insulted by the implication. Her temper flared, and she responded louder than intended, drawing curious glances from nearby guests. "I'm sorry, are you accusing me of something? Perhaps your paranoia speaks more about your guilt than my intentions." Arjun's face hardened. "You're trespassing on private matters, risking innocent reputations." The confrontation had escalated far beyond Avni's control. Minister Gupta's eyes narrowed with suspicion, glancing between Avni and Arjun. "Are you recording this conversation?" the minister suddenly demanded, voice dangerously low. Avni's heart skipped painfully. She clutched her bag tighter, swallowing hard. "Of course not," she lied, voice shaking slightly. "Let me see your phone." One of Gupta's aides snapped, stepping forward aggressively. Before she could react, Arjun interjected instinctively, a sudden protective impulse overriding his earlier suspicions. "There's no need for that. I'm sure she understands her mistake and will leave peacefully." But the damage was done. The murmurs spread swiftly through the crowd, gossip igniting like wildfire. Avni felt dozens of judgmental eyes pinning her in place, branding her a troublemaker, a liability. Anger and humiliation flushed her cheeks as she turned sharply to Arjun, eyes blazing with fury and resentment. "Congratulations," Avni hissed venomously. "You just destroyed months of investigation in less than 5 minutes." Realization washed over Arjun in icy waves, the bitter truth unmistakable in her voice. He had misread the entire situation, jeopardizing not just her work, but potentially his own reputation in the process. As Avni spun on her heel, marching defiantly toward the exit, Arjun stood frozen, dread pooling in his gut. What had he done? And more importantly, how could he fix the disaster he'd so thoughtlessly unleashed? Chapter 1.